Now that we've got all the potatoes out of the ground, it's time to plant the fall cover crop. This is going to be a mix of winter rye and medium red clover. The reason I'm mixing the clover with the winter rye is because I'm going to cut and terminate the winter rye in the spring, and I'm hoping that there'll be enough clover growing so that the field will still be covered, because our rotation is that this area that we just had the potatoes this year will not get planted next year. The adjacent plot will get planted next summer. So we'll be tilling up that. Just to explain what I mean a little bit better, our potatoes were here. The year before they were over here. Earlier this summer, this is where I seeded the blend of clover. And as you can see, we've got a whole lot of crabgrass that grew up. But if you look in there, you can see some of the crimson clover. You can see the clover's here. It's just been kind of overtaken by all this crabgrass. I am bummed about that. I really don't like crabgrass, and for whatever reason, we get a lot of it, and it's just hard to fight. So I'm gonna leave this area as is. I'm not gonna do anything else here. The crabgrass isn't annual. It's gonna die as soon as there's a frost, but there is some clover there, which will be holding the soil and kind of preventing erosion, as will the roots from all of the crabgrass. So we're just gonna target this area here, which is about 2,000 to 2,500 square feet, the whole thing being 4,000 to 5,000. So we'll till this up first with the Troy-Bilt to try and smooth out the surface a little bit from having dug the potatoes. And then we'll spread the seed on here. Now, I do have the Rototiller for the 3-point on the tractor, but it's in the barn. It's kind of buried behind a bunch of stuff right now. I just decided I didn't want to get it out. There's still some gas in the Troy-Bilt, so I figure we'll run this gas through it and till this with the Troy-Bilt today. So we have our cover crop seed from American Meadows. I ordered 10 pounds of winter rye. I also have some medium red clover that I'm going to mix with this. Now 10 pounds of the winter rye is enough for 5,000 square feet. We're only doing about half that. So we'll put about 5 pounds here in the bucket. The clover is 1 pound for 5,000 square feet. I already used some of this over the summer for the other area. So I'm actually going to dump this whole thing in here. And we'll stir this up. So here is our blended seed. You can see the small little clover seeds mixed in with the winter rye. I'm gonna put this in my hand spreader and walk up and down. Probably use the minimum setting to start on the hand spreader. I might adjust it to the second setting as I go. Again, I want to use this entire bucket amount, which is 5 pounds-ish of winter rye seed on this area. That's better.
Yeah, I knew something would see what you needed. I knew you needed 7 too. That's why I was trying to put it on. Jen, did you just put it on me?
We're up to setting 3 now. I'm gonna stick with that and just go back and forth until I use all the seed up. That little Scott's hand spreader worked well at getting a nice distribution of the seed out there. I dragged a rake over the whole thing to try and get a little bit better soil contact with the seed. Now all we need is some water. I'm really hoping that this will germinate this fall, but it has been so dry and I don't see rain in the forecast within the next few days. Hopefully we'll get some showers or something within a week or so to put some moisture here in the ground and help this germinate so that it gets nicely established, and then we'll take off in the spring.